Hello and welcome. Today we are doing a much different video from my usual videos. It's something I also want to do for my channel. I watch a lot, and I say a lot, that's an understatement. I watch a lot of building shows for entertainment purposes most of the time. But I must admit, I do have a construction qualification. I do have experience, little bit of experience in the construction industry, but mostly my views are just purely going to come from just purely being entertained by building shows. Now, today we're talking about a show that I that's very dear to my heart. I love so much that I've been watching for a while. Um, this lady follows buildings in rural areas, South African rural areas. This is the epic stuff. This is the not so shared part of South Africa. This is rural, okay? So in rural areas in the past two decades, houses, huge houses have been popping up, and now it's become sort of like a movement to build big in rural areas. Personally, I'm more into the tiny house movement right now. I'm loving that. But you cannot help but be fascinated by these buildings that are popping up in places that were supposed to be modest, low incomes, and now they're not. Most now, there's a lot of it that is just not low income. That is just literally costing a lot of money. And when I say costing a lot of money, it's still cheaper to build in the rural areas than to build in the city and towns. So here's this channel. Love it. Watch this.
Our ancestral land is so important to us as villagers, especially in the rural areas of South Africa. When we point at it, we are reminded of the stories of our ancestors. Graves of our forefathers lie in between these mountains, so we owe to them to keep on working and working hard because they've already set the platform for us. We are here because of them, so we keep on working.
Well, first of all, before we even go any further, look, I mean, the beast. Can we just take a moment to look at that beast of a car? I am loving that beast of a car. Oh my goodness. That car, if you're gonna move, if you have the money and you're gonna move in the to the rural areas, I would say this is what you should be driving. Because honey, rural is rough on them cars. Um so she takes us to this lovely house in the rurals, which is estimated to be around 300,000 rand, but it's a shell. It's not finished. So what the 300,000 rand will get you is the foundations, the walls, the windows, the doors, the roof. But the finishes are not included, which makes me worry a little bit. If that's 300,000 rand, then how much more do you need? Like tiling a house, that's a big house. See how generous those rooms are. They are huge. The hallway, the passage, what we call the passage, is huge. It is insane. It's so huge. But other than that, everything else is like amazing. It's the sizes are just too great. Okay, finishing that house is gonna be crazy because you're not gonna just put ordinary size stuff there. They're gonna look like toys in there because those spaces are huge. Now I'm loving the sizes. I'm loving the sizes. Have you seen the size of the bathrooms in this house? It's so huge. They're bigger than most bedrooms. But it's like what those are the prawns. The garage is amazing. It's a 4 bedroom house with all kinds of living spaces available, and they are big. My cons, though, a little bit of what I'm worried about is, first of all, the elephant in the room. Building with so much money, I personally feel like it's too much of an investment to build for more than 300,000. I say more than 300,000 rand because the house is not finished yet. It's still going to take a lot of money to build for more than 300,000 rand in the rural areas, considering how difficult it is to sell. Now, I'm going to give you a reason why for me that's an issue. For me, I'm not a committer. I don't like to commit to things. I am not good with commitment. I don't like things that are forever. I'm just like, how long am I gonna stay here? What if I don't like it here anymore? What happens? Because it's very, very difficult to sell rural homes. Now, I don't know, maybe it differs from province to provinces. We have 9 provinces: Eastern Cape, KwaZulu Natal, Limpopo, and so on. So it might be different from province to province, but I know that in some parts of rural areas, it's very, very difficult to sell rural homes. Now, if you're going to sell a house that you've already finished, maybe it costs you about 500,000 to 600,000 rand. It's going to be difficult to find a buyer that's going to buy around that price in the rural areas. But the cons, of course, the pros are that that house is a forever home. Something I would advise a lot of people is to have a rural home that is a forever home, and then you can just do whatever you want after that, knowing that you have this secure home. Also, that also comes with its problems, I would say. Um, Another thing I'm worried about, besides the fact that I'm not a commuter, so building an expensive home in the rural areas is not for me. I would say if we're topping above 100,000 rent, in fact, I'm already committing too much. Um, so if we look at this particular house, my biggest concern as we are moving around the house and she's being taken to, I feel like the height of the house does not reflect the size of the house. The roof is a bit too low for my liking, considering how wide the houses are. The houses is actually, the rooms are so big to have, and right now it looks okay because the ceilings look like they're vaulted, which I doubt they're going to be. I think the ceilings are going to be sealed off. I stand to be corrected, but nothing they suggest that these are going to be vaulted ceilings. If this is going to be a vaulted ceiling, then it's perfect. Then it's fine. It will do just fine. But if it's not, if the ceilings are not vaulted, then I'm worried that the height is too low for the sizes. You don't have big rooms that have. It's not a good idea to have a low ceiling if you're going to have big rooms, because the room feels like it's a dwarf like. But other than that, the who have you seen how long and big the corridor is? She's right. That corridor is like, oh my god, that corridor. That corridor is like, it's like it's in a castle. It's like a wing in a castle or something. My other concern, of course, is the bedroom, the master bedroom. Ah, there's no window in that master bedroom. The window is only in the bathroom. No, for me, that one is just. I feel like that was a bad design mistake, unless, of course, it's what the owner wanted. But a bedroom with no windows, I'm like, no, that's it's a security room, yes, a safety room, yes, but not a bedroom, a master bedroom. I feel like I need natural light in there. No, 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 no. It's a no for me on the bedroom with no windows. Thing, there's no. I don't have many issues. Of course, the design issue for me was with the. I think the one design issue is with the height and the windows and the master bedroom. Other bedrooms have windows, but that particular one doesn't, and I wonder why. That 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 was like an issue for me. Just one last thing, which is of course a safety issue, is the wall going to between the bedrooms and the garage. I am a little bit of a paranoid person. I feel like if there's going to be a car in the car garage and the car's garage is not going to be used as just storage, and there's actually going to be a car, I need to feel like if there's ever a fire in there, if there's ever anything wrong that causes fire in there, the fire won't penetrate too quickly to the rest of the house from the garage. And my issue is the wall going in. I don't see the wall is not going through the roof up there. I there's no wall there. I feel like there should be a wall there. I don't know. Like I feel like there should be a wall there when between the bedrooms, and like what precautions have been taken to make sure that this wall, I don't know. I would use bricks. I wouldn't use, I don't know how strong blocks are when it comes to fire, but I feel like I'm just not happy with this. Like this makes me paranoid a little bit. I'm worried about this. The fire. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. For me, for safety reasons, I feel like this right here is not a safe option. the ceiling. I feel like the wall should go right up to the roof coverings on this part of the wall. I stand corrected. I guess if it's not a safety issue, I stand corrected. But other than that, I love this. I love the show, and I think you guys should just go watch the entire episode and other shows of hers, of course. I love this, guys. I love this. Rural South Africa, building in the rurals.
places and enjoy peace and happiness in the villages of South Africa.